Hello everybody, this is James from This Old Man Plays with another video today. Today we're gonna do a new build I called Hawkeye. It's a sniper build and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna take advantage of the Bark's self-healing for survivability, as you can see. But you can use other ships if you want to. But Bark, for my opinion, is currently the best one right now for PvP and PvE, just because of the speed and the self-heal. So, and then you don't have to worry about going to port to repair your ship all the time. For the weapons, I'm using the Twin Winch Ballista in the front, because it has a double draw. The perk actually does a lot of damage if you're far away, as you can see right there on the screen. Mainly focusing on weak points if the enemy has them, and most enemies do, except for the current event going on where enemies don't have any weak points. But that's easy taken care of. For the sides, I'm using the long 9s because of the 7,000 damage after the torn sail effect is applied, and also it's a range damage. It's the longest range that we have with all the weapons, and yeah, it does piercing damage, so I have both sides. For the rear, I have also the long 9s, but you can put whatever you guys want to. You can put, any bombard, fire bombard. The ends are pretty good. You can put the darts on the back. Like I said, you can put whatever you want on the back. For the auxiliary weapon, I chose Leopold 3 because it's, again, the furthest damaging weapon I can find. The missiles are not that great because the range is very, very low at 400 meters. Okay, for the armor, I have the Black Prince on, but you can pretty much have anything on. Black Prince is just a very good synergy with the ship. So that's why I picked Black Prince. If you can't afford it, you can put whatever you want on it. Every single armor has a benefit. For the furniture, I'm going with a scoping station. The further you away you hit the target at 320 meters away, then you apply a status on the target, as well as other things. Using the long gun works, which includes the multiplier of long gun by 19%. And I'm lowering the speed of long gun by 15% with the long gun grinder. And then of course we're using the port powder keg and the starboard powder keg for the damage on the sides. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, and what I'm doing is that I usually test these enemies I'm fighting, and I test it on the hardest enemy, and at this point is the captain, the spawns with the patch or anything like that, because they don't have a weak point unless you put one of the furnitures on it to actually have the weak point. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 10 heads right now, and I'm gonna put on my cargo, so these ships will come after me. So I will fight them, and then we will see how I do. I'm gonna make a separate video on how you can farm the Prince, which is the Lepesh boss, mini boss, on a separate video. But this is what I'm doing now. I'm just sailing outside of St. Anne, and I'm gonna go ahead and just fight people. As you can see, how much zoom you can get from the twin ballistas in the front is really, really cool. And just FYI, the twin ballistas does not have an actual cooldown time when it comes to firing. As soon as it fires, it loads back up. You can fire it again, like you can see like I'm doing right now. So there's a pretty good build that could be possible with the ballista build. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that out in a few days, and I'll go ahead and make a video of it. So what I'm showing right now is that there's no weak point damage we can go ahead and target, because I wanted to make a video where I can go ahead and hit the ships as much as I can without weak points, and then I'll show you what happens after it. So there's no weak point on that, so what I'm basically aiming for is either just the ship hull or the sails. You don't really have to be a really good aim when it comes to this particular build, because whatever it hits the target, it's going to go ahead and apply that torn sails effect on it. And look how far away from that so far away from him. If he's got like gimme cannons or any other cannons like that, he's not gonna be able to reach me and take the full. I'm not gonna take the full damage. So I'm just trying to stay away far away from him as I can. And then I dock, sort of just like anchor, and I shoot him. So he's not doing any damage to me right now. And I just keep shooting from afar. So when the sails effect applies, which is right there, you can see sails broken, and then there's extra 7,000 damage to that. And when sails broken, it opens them up for bombard or mortar, anything you have there. So that's why the Leopold is so good. As you can see from the screen, it's just blinking green on the side, which means I'm just constantly hitting myself. Apologize in advance. Sorry, my camera is in the way of my health. But you can see that I'm not really using any repair kits or anything. So 20. Anytime you do a huge crit or you damage their sails or you break the hull, you can go and do a crew attack, which is really awesome. So now I'm taking on 2 ships, and I'm just concentrating on that 1 ship right now. They are firing at me, but as you can see, those shots are sort of hitting me, sort of not. Then Ballista's fully charged. And hit. Just like that. 2 damage. Firing. The long nines charge up pretty fast, so you don't have to wait that long, but that's why I have it on all sides. So then it's I just keep hitting them. It makes the enemy that's trying to run away from you very, very hard to run away, and this is going to be really great for PvP because you're damaging the sails consistently. So the person that is, you're PvPing with or something like that, like they have to constantly pop the all repair kit, which is going to be pretty expensive. But yeah, that's just 1 ship down. So that's a ship without weaknesses that we can see. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this area, disengage from them. As you can see, this ship is really fast, at number 2 fastest ship in the game. I am just outrunning them. Now, if you want to do a speed build, you're more than welcome to just put that on any of the ships that you want. If you want a tank build, you can put it on the Snow. If you want a speed build, you can put it on the Brigantine. This is actually a really good speed build run with Brigantine, just because as soon as you damage the sails of the NPC, you can just pretty much take off. They can't chase after you, especially you got long nines in the back. You just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. And here I am trying to aim for that sweet spot. If you hit the sweet spot, you can do quite a bit of damage. The only downside to this build is the water. It goes up and down the ocean, and it sometimes messes up your aim, so you gotta be very careful with your aim if you want to aim for that weak spot. Aside from that, you can pretty, if you don't see a weak spot or you don't have the furniture to see the weak spot of enemies, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it PvE PvE this time. I'm going to do an event instead of one of these guys and see how much damage we would do with the sweet spot. So we're going to do a convoy real quick. Take the head off this inventory so I don't get jumped by a million guys. There's a convoy right there. We're gonna go ahead and sail there. Okay, so I just landed. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this part just because it's a bit of a travel there to the convoy. So here we go. Fast forward, let's go. And there's the convoy. Okay, so usually I take a look at it and see who has the royal custodian, and the ship in the front has it. So let's go get it. If you want to finish the convoy, you're more than welcome to do it yourself. To get all the loots and whatnot, but I usually just get the royal custodian if they have it and I leave. If they don't have it, then it's possible to get it if you board the ship. Okay, so this is a very bad scenario for me to show you the sweet spot damage just because A, we're in the middle of the open sea and a huge storm. So this is kind of not playing as good as the scenario, but like as you can see, I am still able to hit him in the sweet spot. And it does quite a bit of damage. I mean, yes, I know they're level 7, but these guys have a higher HP pool than all the other ships. It will be a boost. So as you can see, I'm just hitting this again to attack. And my Leopold. There's that crit. And because of how fast my ship is, it's going pretty fast. Slow down, turn around, and engage them again. Now, they're usually all these ships can heal each other. At least the 3 major ones can heal each other. There's on the small side, they're just kind of escorts. They can't heal each other, but they're healing each other. Here it's kind of hard for me to aim with the storm, but you can get as close as you can here. So the build is both really good with long range, but it does very good close range damage as well, if you're doing an event like this. Yeah, if you're fighting a boss like Pest or like the sea monster, you can be super far away and do lots of damage. If the Pest does his mortar bombs on you, you can actually be extremely far away from him and still hit him, and still hit the boats that cause him to explode around him to take a lot more damage. So that's why this build is really well done. Just some minor furniture changes can make this a really powerful Lopez build, just because if you put that furniture piece on that shows where the these points are, so you can go ahead and damage it. It's usually in the front, but you can't see it unless you have the furniture. As you can see, they're trying to heal each other, but the ship is taking so much damage. Aim as best as I could. And then use your crew attack. It looks like you're gonna be ramming him. You can ram him and still do damage. Just make sure you charge up your skill ballistics for a following combo. Just like that. Weak point. See more weak points on this side, so I'm just gonna damage him. Take as much speed as I can. to the other side. There you go. Attack, and then you just rinse and repeat. Now, if you do damage the weak points on both sides of each ship, another weak point will keep respawning for you over and over again for you hit, like in front right there. But it takes a while for them to spawn that weak point. So meanwhile, you can either damage him or you can switch to the next ship. And what's great about this build is that you can't run away from you. So there's that sweet spot again that's now open.
Your time is running out!
Sweet spot. Yes. Okay. There it is. Oh, there's a coup board. Now, I usually try to bore them because you can sometimes get an extra royal custodian if you board them. Sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot, but always try. Hit, sweet spot, boom, board. And he does not have another one on him, so we're just gonna put one down. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And now you can see how much damage you can do to a ship that has a weak spot, and you see how much damage you can do to a ship that doesn't have a weak spot. So these ones right here that I'm leaving now. I'm not doing the event anymore. I got this. I'm show you guys how much damage you can do. Look at the damage. So like, I'm running away from these guys, and they're trying to catch up to me. And if they do catch up to you, you hit them with a speed point. You don't really actually have to target their sails, but it makes it so much easier if you can hit part of the ship to apply that torn sails effect. So, I'm out of here. Keep firing from this range. And keep firing. Their shots will miss. And that's it. Yeah, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the sniper build. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be coming up with a new build soon. I'm working on a torpedo build. I'm going to go ahead and post that later on today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Have a good one.